Hello again. We're back for another interesting, strange indie game. This one is called Fract by Richard E. Flanagan. And after seeing a short video of this, I pretty much fell in love with it. It just looks amazing. This is just a beta though, so even though it's, I think, over a year old, it's not finished, which is a little unfortunate. But let's see what we got here. Well, this is very interesting already. Oh wow, you can actually interact with the individual blocks there. Not sure what I'm doing though. Is there a pattern somewhere I'm supposed to copy? Oh, yeah, there is. Okay, so those all have the same number all the way around. And then we've got 4 to deal with, and there's 4 right in front of me. So it's 3, skip 1, oops. 3 on the bottom. And 1, 2, skip 1. No? Did I really not do it right? 3, 1, skip 2, 3 on the bottom, 2, 1. Other than that, they're all exactly the same. Well, I found the aesthetic of this game to be really interesting. It reminds me a little bit of what we thought the future would look like in video games or in computer technology when we were in the late 80s and early 90s. It sort of has like an aesthetic like, if you remember the movie Lawnmower Man or the TV show Reboot. And I find that very engaging because it's something that was sort of pounded into my head through my whole childhood. Pretty much being born in, 1985. I'm confused. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here. Should I do these all opposite? Oh, maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's just those that are lit up. How about now? Awesome. Okay, so I was actually filling in the gap that was missing. Holy crap. Whoa. That's freaking crazy. When I see something like this, my first instinct isn't even to like explore or to like play the game anymore, it's just to look around for a really long time and take all of this in. Look at the detail. This must have been what happened after you killed Andros in Star Fox. Whoa. This is so cool. Oh man, and they should have the little polygon dudes from Darwinia running around down there shooting each other. Crossover. I remember a few Quake 3 levels that looked a little like this too, which were also really interesting to me. I don't know what that is, but I want it. Whoa. Oh man, we're leaving. No, I like that place. Why do we have to leave? Maybe where we're going is even better. Man, what I wouldn't give to see a full game that looked like this, rendered in high def. A desktop that looks like that piston thing. Oh man, I'm just like completely in awe by this whole art style. There's a little bit of a smattering of like El Shaddai in this too, which is another reason that I loved El Shaddai, because it just had the most beautiful art. I'm sort of a proponent of games as art when possible, and I will definitely go out and say that games as art are a legitimate expression. I don't see a reason why they can't be, and anyone who says otherwise, I just don't care. I don't see a single compelling argument to say that games can't be art. And I think to say that if games can't be art, then why can video be art? I mean, that would completely just throw away all of film. That's a bit of an aside. I absolutely have no idea where I'm going, but I don't care. Wherever I am, I just feel excited by all of this. This is sort of like the 3D wondrous feeling that I was feeling like when I was playing the drum game the other day. You know which one I'm talking about, though, the 2D one. Alright, so this is some kind of a schematic map. And it looks like we're funneling power through some sources. Yeah, so you can see that's represented by these. So it goes through that way, then down. So that would be this cone right here. And then this one is that one, shooting it back up. No, I don't know where we're desiring to redirect the power to. Or, I guess it's power. Yeah, it seems to be shooting that right there and causing lots of polygonal tiles to fall down. We can't have that. Okay, so that turns that in real time, which is kind of cool. I figured it would just have a couple of preset positions it would shift to. Oh yeah, it is actually moving. I was looking at that, but not over there. So I can turn that around to there. I mean, yeah, I see now that we're trying to get it to match this arrow. Not a difficult puzzle, presumably, but I still don't entirely understand how I'm moving this stuff. So it goes down, then up, meets here, but then it doesn't split left. It only splits right and then down, where this thing seems to be in its way. But I can move this, so let's switch this to go up instead of down. Once that lines up, there we go. And then I'll move that a little bit, and now we have a connection there. And this is now shooting this. So let's turn that one. that's going over here, and we've solved the puzzle. Awesome. Like, you need to get back out. Now in the documentation I was told there are 3 shoot buttons. So I assume there will be some sort of combat, unless shooting is merely moving lasers around. Whoa. That's unexpected. Some fuzzy electronic music coming out of that thing. I want to go look at those crystals that are kind of glitching out over there. And those crazy cubes off in the distance, what are they up to? Thing over there is totally shattered. Okay, I think those things are just baited out. The texture's all glitchy. Maybe use some higher anti-aliasing or something. I almost feel like this doesn't even... Whoa. Oh, I guess that was a hole. I was gonna say, I almost feel like this doesn't even need much commentary because it sort of speaks for itself. And I imagine there are plenty of people who would see a game like this and just be completely turned off by the art style, and that's fine. I recognize that. But for me, this is sort of like really interesting. And I don't even know where this game is going or what it's about. But I would definitely hang out here for a while. Apparently I'm falling through the floor. Can I walk on this surface down here? Yes. There's a D-pad up there, that's cool. Sort of interesting that looking down at that dark gray surface with a, like, sort of a greenish tint, in my head I almost sort of assumed that it was water, but then when you come down here it's more like ice. But when you think about it, it's just a really vague abstraction of a concept like that. There's no hint of actual water. So I sort of thought that this place was off limits just because of its flatness and the color. There's a couple little subtle hints. So everything around is just sort of like an abstraction of something else. So it's sort of like when you're playing an old like Dungeon Warrior or Dragon Warrior game and all the creatures in it are tiny little pixel sprites and there's very little there that's actually visual. It's mostly in your imagination. That's sort of what this does for me. This is all sort of imagination, abstraction. And I consider myself sort of an art buff, so to see something like this is just really amazing to be able to walk around in it. Even if all this was is just a guided tour, or even an unguided tour, which may be even better, of this environment, I think I would still be satisfied with playing around with this for quite a while. I think I've made that clear with it. Wow. Walk through this one, it is not... Oh, it was still spinning. Wow. The motion of that, it's so mechanical, it's just jarring, it stops, and then all of a sudden it just goes. you need to be like right there, ready to jump through it once it stops. I don't even know what's in there, but yet I'm willing to risk my life for it. I'm through. So cool. Look at that. Imagine if people start actually building architecture like this. I don't know why they would for any practical reason, but even if it's just for art. There. Seems reasonable. Crap, so I just sent this orange beam of light over here. Should I be doing something now? I feel like I'm probably trying to redirect all 4 of those beams to that. So the one that's missing is the purple one. And I don't know where that comes from. But I'm sure if I wander around long enough, I'll probably find it. But for the sake of all you guys out there in YouTube land, I'm not going to keep you waiting while I search around randomly for a purple beam of light in this abstract computer beautiful land. So, I hope you enjoyed this brief look into Fract, and I highly encourage you to come check it out yourself. I'll put the link in the description like always, and let me know what you think. I'd really like to hear from everybody. Am I crazy for loving it this much? I don't know, maybe I am. But let's hear what you have to say. Talk to you later, guys.